Hey, Yasmin is 7. Say hello. It's a bit of a summery evening.
I got lip gloss.
Yes, you do.
And Sunday.
Yeah. And so, look what we've done. We've removed the engine.
And the engine's there.
And this is the vehicle. It's come out of a 1967 split screen, but I think the gearbox may be a Beetle gearbox. I don't know. The first thing I've spotted is that there was oil here. I wiped it. I think there's some oil coming out of the gearbox seal, the shaft seal. But I also think the, what do you call it? It's coming out of the back of the engine as well. I'm going to show you that in a sec. So it's all good and solid in here. I think I'm going to remove the fuel tank and once and for all get rid of the sediment at the bottom of it. Just give it a proper rinse out. Not for definite, but I think I might. I haven't decided yet. Bit tired now. So let's look underneath here. All looks good. I'll get up in here, see if there's anything to clean. You can see the pods there. It's got non-standard suspension. So it's had the modification. What do you call it again? I can't remember what it's called now. It's gone out of my head. But you see, so yeah. Any gearbox numbers? No, not at the moment. Let's get right in here. Dogs are out barking. Get dogs in, please. Dogs are always out barking. Let's get in here. Can't see that much, but it's all solid. There's no rust. Solid as hell. So, right, okay, let's have a look at the engine. So my intention is to remove the heads and decoke them because I think the heads, it's a 1300 AB engine that's had bigger piston pots put on it and bigger 85.5 pistons. I'm going to give it new rings. I'm going to clean the heads, decoke them. Maybe reseat the valves if they're bad. I'm going to remove the flywheel, put in a new crank seal, whatever you call it. So if you look at the bottom here, there is oil here, but it isn't loads, but you know, look, you can see that. Now that could have come from the gearbox. It doesn't smell like gearbox oil, but I'm going to remove this and probably replace the clutch. Looks a bit tired, doesn't it? Even the heat exchangers are a bit crap. I might get some new ones, but I don't like the aftermarket ones. So the tin, all this is good. All the tin wear. Oh look, there's a number in there. 0.5 and RF, which tells me the crank has had a line bore to that. I'm just guessing, but so it's all interesting. I'm actually going to enjoy it. So obviously there's an alternator. It's got a Weber carb, but I'm going back to stock. It's going to have a 31 PICT with a. It's the smaller inlet manifold that holds the smaller carb, but it is twin port engine heads. Just going to stick with points, and then I can put the stock air filter back on, which is really smart. So that's it. The idea is I want it to be all up together. Obviously I'll redo the tappets, but it actually drives quite well, but I was having trouble with it ticking over with this Weber. I think it's got air leaks. It probably just needed new gaskets underneath here because the ones in there are crap. I'll give it a new coil, a new points distributor, new leads. It ain't going back in until I'm happy. A new one of these, can't remember what they're called. That's all bent up. Or at least I'm gonna straighten it out. So the tin wear looks good. Look, I know all the bolts come off freely because I did this. I stripped this engine about a year ago, and I just give it a clean. I took the heads off, cleaned them, put it all back together, give it new tubes, oil tubes. Can you see? Can we see them? Let's have a look. Yeah, so they. Let's get underneath it. So these are new, and hopefully I'm not going to bend them while I'm messing around with it. But if it tips over, there's a chance I will bend them. It has got all its tinware. There's no end play at all. It's really good like that, which is part of the reason I want to save it. And remember, it's a 1300 AB. Okay, guys, I think that's long enough waffle. So I am 56. I'm 57 in July. It's end of May 2024, and my lovely kids are playing. Say hello, kids. My kids are naughty. 4 and 7. See you guys. Thanks a lot. And I do love my camper, but it does my head in. Thanks a lot.